Save money on your Lords mobile packs with Huawei App Gallery with up to 30% coupons with 5 levels. Every euro you spend equals a diamond, and then use your diamonds to claim awesome coupons with up to 30% back on what you spend, which is awesome stuff. Make sure your app region is on Italy or Netherlands, and all the links are in the description below, guys. Save money with Huawei App Gallery. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords mobile video, and today, guys, I'm going to be talking to you about hero manipulation on the lineup with inside your castle. It sounds quite complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. What we're going to be talking about today is when you are capped, and also when you're a rally lead defending a wonder, and your leader is inside the castle, or the fort, sorry, when you're trying to defend it. How can you defend better when incoming rallies are upon you? So we're going to start off first of all with you being capped, because there's something that happens when you're capped that you might not be aware of, or you might be aware of it but might not know how to change it. This is my lineup on my wall. As you can see, I have Law Weaver and all of my army heroes looking absolutely cute, ready to take a rally, and that's what an attacker would normally be seeing when they come in. However, let's just say I've decided to rally Corinthians here, and oh no, I'm capped. Now I've been capped, and immediately a rally is set on my castle, whether it's one rally or multiple rallies. What happens next? Well, you can see Law Weaver is not available. She has been faded out, and we've got the orange logo to say she's capped, and I can't change it. It says you can't remove leader when you click on it. There's no way to replace this leader, or this missing leader, with something else. Instead, the game is going to pick the first available hero in the hero lineup, which on this instance is Necroduke, the top left-hand corner hero here, who doesn't have any attack stats whatsoever. It's all passive. These stats I have already in my castle, the same for Magmaroid, the same for my Chronicler, and the same for Boommeister. Now you might be lucky enough to have Pegasus in the top corner of your screen, and if you have, that's going to help you because he might replace your capped lead. He's going to give you army HP, infantry attack. It's really the one use I see for Pegasus if you've already got the other infantry heroes. But let's just say you haven't got that. I mean, you might not even have the passive heroes if you're a lower end account. But how can you manipulate what hero is chosen by the game when your leader's capped? Well, it's quite easy to do. And what you can see here, Corinthians is attacking me with a 1 troop here, just to show you that is exactly what happens. If we take a look at the battle report, you're going to see that the game has gone ahead and chosen that Necroduke in the top left hand corner. It's like, well, thank you so much. You picked the one hero in my whole hero lineup that doesn't have any attack stats for me to defend with. Thanks. And there it is, Mr. Necroduke in all his glory, chilling there, giving you no stats in your castle, not helping you at all, which is a real bummer, right? We really don't want Necroduke on our wall when we're taking a defense. But again, there's no way to actually go into your account and, you know, manually select which hero you want to be there instead of Necroduke. So this is how we're going to do it. If the rallies are upon me and I'm getting ready to defend myself, I need to remove these top heroes from my castle. Those 4 at the top for my account anyway. If Cursed Hunter appears on my wall, that isn't necessarily a bad thing because she's actually going to bring 30% infantry attack to the table. Okay, I don't get no HP or stuff like that, but at least I'm getting 30% extra infantry attack. I mean, I'm capped. I'll take every stat I can get. You set a dark nest, 8 hours, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just select those passive heroes that we want to remove from our castle lineup and get them out the castle. So an 8-hour rally onto the dark nest with 1 troop, that's actually going to send the heroes away from the castle. They're on a mission objective. Get out of here. Corinthians now comes in with the 1 troop, or in real war, and it'll be a rally. And as you can see, the game has now chosen the next in line. That Necroduke is gone, And the 5th hero is now Gamora, which is good because, like I said, we're getting that infantry attack now instead of no stats whatsoever. We can manipulate it further as well if we want to. Like Grimwolf would be a much better hero for me to have. He's giving me army HP as well as infantry attack. And if I wanted to do that, I'd have to remove Curse Hunter, Snail Princess, and Don Guapo. Storm Fox is already going to be in my wall, so I want to get to Grimwolf. So what I could do is I could wait until like 20 seconds before the rallies are about to come, or maybe 10 seconds. Have this march lined up ready to go, but you got to be careful because sending troops to a resource tile or sending anything to a resource tile is always risky. If this doesn't work out, the good news is you're only sending 1 troop, so it's not a big loss. The only problem is these heroes will come back to your castle instantly, so that's a bit of a problem, which is why we do it at the last second when the enemy hasn't got time to react. So we go ahead. There's the 3 heroes I need to remove, and again, it might be different for your account. All accounts are different. You might need to put different heroes in here so you know you're getting the one you wanted to select when you get hit. Well, there goes my march. It's just walking, and of course I'd done that just before the rally was about to hit. And here comes Mr. Corinthians with the 1 troop. This of course would be a rally in the game, and then once the rally hits, I can recall. That's not a problem. I can recall those troops back to my castle, and we'll take a look at the battle report and see how that looks. And there's Grimwolf. Fantastic. And not only now have I got extra infantry attack, but I've also gained some army HP, and for someone who's capped, is actually quite important to have. So when you're capped, this is how you can use hero manipulation by using darkness, fake DNs, and also RSS marches to manipulate the lineup so you get what hero you need as your 5th hero slot. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That's how that works when you with your leader list. But the question is, what do we do if you're a rally lead and your troops are actually inside a wonder? That's going to be your hero, your army heroes, or your 11Ks, all your decent familiars, everything. So we're going to go ahead and show you how it works on that front now. So let me get my leader back. Thanks, Corinthians, for killing it. And also a huge shout out to Corinthians, man. Without him, this video wouldn't have been possible. He came up with this idea and it made a lot of sense. So I wanted to share it with you. As you can see, Pigeon has become the wonder. Yes. He's a wonderful mental pigeon. There he is. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, considering he's the wonder, I'm going to garrison my 857 or 424 variant into his castle with all of my army heroes and my familiars that I would normally use if I'm doing a wonder defense. And let's just say, for example, this wonder has only got like 3 or 4 minutes before it closes. I don't want to pull my march out. If the enemy's got a rally on it, I want to take the defense. But what if they've got a rally on you as well? This looks a whole lot different. This is danger zone, because now you're leaving it in the hands of the computer or the game to choose your 5 heroes, all 5 of your defense heroes, and one of your familiars. It may be that you have different familiars out as well. Again, this also works with the familiars. You can send familiars out to manipulate what familiars get chosen onto your wall. On this occasion, it's going to pick the B because it's at the top there, and the B isn't a terrible switch out for Bon Appetit, so I don't need to touch the familiars on this occasion. My B substitute is going to be a good pack 5 to go in place of the Bon. I'm okay with that. That's going to be fine. So I don't need to manipulate this here, but you can do it the same way you can with heroes. But obviously that hero lineup, that's going to be a big issue, especially considering the first 4 heroes that the game is going to choose is going to be passive heroes. And look here, you'll see if we add the passive heroes to the all-out attack section, you'll see what stats we get. I can't remove the leaders, so those army stats are going to be there, but they're not there, are they? Because I don't have my leader. So this would be empty, completely 0. And if we add on the passive heroes, you can see here, no stats are being added to the right side because they have no stats. They're passive stats that we already have in our castle. So we don't get extra stats by putting them on our wall. We get nothing from this. So this is really bad for us, especially if we're taking a defense. We don't want 4 passive heroes on our wall. We're literally opening ourselves up to potential loss. So what we want to do, once again, we're going to go ahead and manipulate the hero lineup so we get a much better lineup of heroes to defend with while we're in the fort, actively defending with our main lead. Let's take a hit from Corinthians. Let's have a look. Or it could be the rally that you took and didn't do this. And look at your hero lineup. Oh my goodness, that is bad news bears right there. Look at that. And again, like I said, there's them 4 passive heroes. The only good thing here is Gomorrah, but of course, only that bit of infantry attack is not really ideal. We definitely want to try and pull more stats off of the other heroes we have. So let's set the 8-hour rally. Let's go into the hero screen and let's get rid of those passive heroes because they're doing us no favors being in this defense here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and put the Magmaroid in, Chronicler, and the white bearded pirate. I can never remember his name. Boommeister, there it is. And away we go. So those 4 are in there. And again, depending on what 5 heroes you want to be selected determines what you put into that march. If I take a hit now just by removing those top 4, you can see that the heroes I'm going to get are my 3 coalition heroes that at least have inf range and cav attack. I'm going to get Grimwolf and Mastercook. Grimwolf with the army HP, Mastercook with range HP, range attack and infantry defense, range defense. I mean, all those stats are fantastic. I could manipulate it further and put 2 more heroes into a march and get into Prince of Thieves with the army attack, possibly army defense, even bring in some Grove Guardian if I want to do maybe a range front defense. Again, you send out the heroes you need to send out to manipulate it so you get the 5 heroes that you want on your wall when you're taking that defense. Okay, and this is something I don't see many people doing in the game, the hero manipulation here to get a better lineup. Now he's hit me now, look at that. Now I would much rather defend with that than 4 passive heroes, would you? I mean, this is a much better defense for you while you're working on your wonder, you know, than having those 4 passive heroes sitting there. There's a bunch more stats there that is potentially going to be the difference between you either taking big losses or even possibly burning out the wonder. I mean, we all know as a rally lead how embarrassing that is, burning out the wonder. This to me is the best way to do it. What would be really nice though is if IGG would give us maybe a quality of life update that potentially would allow us to choose the order in which our heroes appear in that hero lineup. Why should we have to do all this stuff to manipulate it? You know, that would be so much better if we had a quality of life update where we can favorite our favorite heroes. A bit like how the artifacts works. You can see here we have the little heart button where we can select favorites that go to the top of the list out of the natural order that the game would normally have it set. Then, so if I take these hearts away, you can see this is the natural order of my artifacts. But, you know, if I want to make this ring, for example, which could be one of the heroes I want in the top left-hand corner as my favorite, because this is who I want to replace my lead when it gets capped. If I take a leaderless rally, I can favorite it and go to the top left-hand corner. Would be a nice update for IGG to give us to be able to choose the order in which we have our heroes inside here to aid us when it comes to defending, not just when we're capped, but also when we're defending in a wonder and our main hero and army heroes are busy in the wonder. If you found this video interesting and helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Leave a comment down below. Once again, thank you to Corinthians for helping out with this and giving us a great idea for this vid. And I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, you know how this next bit goes. Stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out.